Okay, after much probleming, I think I have OBS working for Terraria. So, hello, doing something different today. I've been kind of busy with work, kind of a bit short on ideas, thing I want to do that's, you know, good for Minecraft. And I've just been playing a bit of Terraria with some of the guys on my server, and it's, you know, quite pleasant. Hello, Deb's Red. Still happy to answer any questions about Minecraft if people have them. Try and be a bit more productive, but right now I just don't have any motivation to do very much at all. But yeah, lots of work recently, so I didn't get a chance to stream the last couple of days, and I felt really ill over the weekend, and it's just there, no motivation. It's annoying. But I am here now, so yeah, I'm currently in the very exciting stages of preparing the world for hard mode. For anyone who's curious as to what I'm doing. Also, hello Colourful Gem, hello Ash. So yeah. So not a Minecraft stream today. Normal service will hopefully be resumed soon. I just need to get a bit of some ideas of what to do. As I mean, the multiplayer element is nice. It's just not quite as multiple as I was, I guess, anticipating, if that's the right way of putting it. Like, it's a bad thing. It's just, you know, it's easier to play multiplayer stuff with more people. And I don't really have too many ideas what I can do in single player that I haven't done before in the same biomes and everything. So I don't want to be doing the same content over and over again, because it just seems kind of, you know, cheap on you guys. You know, you don't want to watch me do the same video multiple times. But yeah, Terraria. Thought it might be a nice little change. Hopefully that will be. So I don't know how long I'm going to stream today. Oh, I'll also add, one thing that's kind of putting me off doing too much right now is I have, with the assistance of my lovely donors and my day job. Hello, Karma. I have actually managed to get enough money to get a computer upgrade. And not just a regular computer upgrade, but a better one than originally planned, as Stein has been giving me some pointers on things he can recommend. So yeah, that should be here by Friday. Hello, Joe. Now, in theory, this can be a multiplayer world for people I know. Huh. Alright. At the moment, it's mostly been Big Boss a lot, Aunt Benjamin, Kurrak89, and Pencil Cookie so far. Ash has jumped in for a bit. It's, as I've just been casualing this, as it's a nice way of having. It's got a goal, you know. It's defeat the Moon Lord. So I'm just sort of trundling through it as I've run out of ideas of what I can do at the moment with Minecraft that aren't just the same things, and that just seems like it's gonna be really, really boring to watch. But yeah, mainly stream today, just to let you know, still alive. I've got a computer upgrade, so the parts should be on their way. Some of them were said, well, they said today, I didn't believe it. Tomorrow and Friday. That should be all the parts. It's basically a complete computer minus a graphics card. And I'm going to then add in all my existing components. So we'll have a... I can't remember how much improvement Stein was saying it was, but the upgrades he suggested also make it, I think he says something like it's going to be 20 times more It's not 20 times, 20% more powerful than the original one he'd recommended, combined with it being substantially more powerful than my current build, because the numbers are not necessarily very productive. I have a 3.9 gigahertz processor. That's, you know, that's quite fast. And it is, but it's fast in the same way that a motorbike is fast compared to, say, a train is fast. It doesn't have much power behind it, if that makes any sense. Or at least that's how Steiner's explained it. So, well, there's a lot of stuff in there. My housemate's cooking downstairs. I went and got something to eat quickly before the stream. I streamed, and it smells so good. I'm gonna have to eat again after the stream. Because, you know, eating is advisable. Ah! Ooh, that's a problem, is it? This is their place, so I can't really blame them, but I am not equipped for dealing with lizards yet. Oof. Okay. Right, let's... Gotta come back here. So this is the house we've built. This is my room. It's got the nice spruce wood, because spruce is universally pleasant. So we've got different storage solutions for everything. And then just kind of dump chests for anything else that comes up. Why am I carrying not rope? Yeah. So, I've got a little mob grinder down there. I'm wearing a really hideous mishmash of armors. The mushroom biome I made for getting mushrooms. It's nice, convenient rows. You can just go along them with a sword and just, you know, harvest them all. Yeah, this is a crimson world, although we are introducing bits of corruption into it to try and get the more options. It's just not doing much yet. It's not even spreading at all. I think you need I think it's 50 blocks on the screen before it'll start registering it as a biome. But it should be okay for now. I mean that we can try and get the Eater of Worlds in this world as well. We've defeated, I don't even know how many queen bees, same with, I don't know how many eyes, I think 3 or 4 brains, Skeletron, a bunch of king slimes, they occasionally spawn naturally as well, which is helpful. We've got some relatively high-end equipment. I've got most of a PDA. I just need, I think it's the stopwatch I need to get the Goblin Tech built. Then I've got the GPS, the Rec 3000. So that should be good. Only got some imp staffs just to give me a bit of extra firepower, and I've got a corruption. What is it? It's a shadow orb. Also got a slime saddle. It's quite pleasant for going across water and for jumping high. Trying to think of anything that might be interesting for people. Oh yeah, there is now a more confirmed release date for some of the items that's been in the past. The class 3 Shunter by Helgen. is meant to be available this month, or next month, for the currently princely sum of about £300, which is a little steep for me right now, but mostly just because I've spent a rather distressing amount on my computer. But all is well, so you may see some videos on my, well, probably on my other channel, as I can still upload standard videos there. When I get my train set back up, but I've had to take it down temporarily to store a bunch of work stuff. But hopefully, I've got some shelves now. I just need to have my ribcage stay cohesive enough that I can put everything on those shelves and get everything sorted out. Which will be pleasant, because my room is a little bit of a mess right now, and by a little bit, a little bit. Oops. Falling down holes in the ground. So I have overshot by quite a lot. Well done, me. That's what I get for trying to autopilot while talking to people. But yeah. Plan is, once we've got all the pits down to hell dug, which I believe are called elevator shafts by the community, we will bring on the wall of flesh. So this tunnel has been dug not very deep. Okay. So yeah, these pits are for stopping, what's the word? When we go to hard mode, it'll release the, I think it's, it releases the ancient powers of light and darkness, whatever it is. And the hallow and the corruption, well, the crimson biomes, will be spread out in a big V shape across the map from presumably the centre. So it'll come up there and come up there. So we want to try and make it easy to contain it, because otherwise that stuff spreads so quickly. And especially if it spreads into the jungle can be wiped out in about an hour if it's not contained quickly. Because it'll just spread through all the blocks, corrupting them as they go. And the problem is with the jungle, as opposed to other biomes, is when the crimson... I don't know if the hallow does it, I know the crimson does. It spreads to the jungle blocks. First of all, it knocks the grass off them, then it dries out the mud. And I have been on Minecraft Debs, I just, I say I've not had a chance to do videos in there, and I've not really felt too motivated. I say I've kind of hit a bit of a creative slump on what to do. As you may have noticed by the last stream, I was like, I'm going to try and build some auto farms, and then I didn't. Because I'm being a mess. So, but no, I have seen what has happened. Yeah, near the edge of the jungle here, because it's all a mixture of dirt and mud. Okay, so I'm on this side. Did you go to my... I have not been to yours yet, Debs. I find it much easier to get around when people are online, and because I can teleport. I gather Soki's been on though and has fixed up some of his village, which is good. But yeah, this is... I don't know how long I'm going to stream. I just thought I'd do a quick update and be like, hi, I'm alive. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, I've definitely listened to my ribcage, and lifting a 40-pound box yesterday may have been a mistake. That's 20 kilos for people not in the United States. And as a result, I had to pick up some polystyrene earlier, and I'm just like, that's a bit heavy. So yeah, I'm being a little slow, so I'm just trying to take it easy, play more sort of I guess, relaxed games. I don't know if that makes logical sense in that I'm playing Terraria, but there's a nice marble biome here. Filling up my inventory very quickly, but I've got nearly a row of it just dedicated for storing junk. I mean, I don't need to know, you know, how much damage I'm doing, how many monsters I'm killing right now. Which, if I go to that view, you can see all of it. I mean, if they wanted to, El Giffy, it's not a great start when you jump into someone else's, you know, stream chat and like search for players. You know, generally at least a hi first. Oof. My moderators are awake, I see. Yeah, they're not fans of people doing this, I'm afraid. Yeah, this can be a multiplayer server, I just don't have it set up to be at the moment. On the grounds that I'm the only one online, and it's better to stream without also having the server up. But should anyone who's in the server want to join in, I can switch it over quite easily. Yeah, currently just digging down the pits all the way across the world. They are approximately a screen apart from each other, so the contaminator can be used to, you know, clean it all up. There's so many bees. Yeah, it's been quite pleasant weather the last few days. It's been sunny but not hot. It's quite pleasant, to be honest. Yeah, there's a lot of the stream, if I continue running it, if people want to watch, is mostly just going to be me digging big holes in the ground and occasionally doing any, like, events that come up on the grounds of I'm getting ready to go for the wall of flesh. And if I get enough of it ready and some of the other guys come on, we might fight the wall of flesh. That might be fun. Just want to get, as I say, things ready to go into containment and, you know, sorted out before we go for the wall of flesh, as it's very difficult to do it afterwards, at least initially. Obviously, later game, it's much easier. Yeah, to be fair, I've had a lot of rain as well recently, which I think has taken a lot of the moisture out of the atmosphere. So here we are again at the Lizard Temple. What can I hear? So, now going underneath these is going to be a bit trickier, but I think I might just shelve it out a bit more. But obviously the jungle temple being in the way is it's an inconvenience at best. But yeah. No, so hopefully soon I might try and do some more my 3D design streams, because I quite like doing those. I just need to get a more of a firm idea of what I can do, and then somewhere to actually act on it, 'cause at the moment, as I say, with all my railway being not out at the moment, I've got a load of little like bits and pieces on everywhere, and I'm currently storing a bunch of the smaller delicate things on my 3D printer beds, because they're nice and safe and flat. So I need to find somewhere to put those first. Right, and we're back on the surface. I have a cloak that unleashes bees whenever I'm attacked. I'm not quite sure what's happened here. But that's a meteorite, actually, isn't it? My inventory's full. Oh dear. Right. Well then, I guess I'm going to deal with this meteorite before I deal with me. It's going to free up a bit of inventory space. One thing I do want to have is in the jungle pits is use ropes so I can get up and down them more easily. Come on, give me the coins. There we go. See, totally worth 69 copper coins. Right, how much explosive do I have? 12, alright. Oh no. Aww. I chose poorly. No I didn't, it's fine. That'll do it. It's a bit wider than it needed to be, but it solves the problem. I've got my obsidian shield, which is why I'm not currently bursting into flames upon touching the ground, which is quite pleasant. Wondering what was here. Because it was a fairly sizable crater beforehand. Was it another meteor strike here? I wonder. Been paying attention, obviously. So, what can I do to clear this out fairly quickly? I'm thinking several bombs. Yeah, I'll clear that out a little. I don't particularly need meteorite that urgently, but it's useful to have, as I can then make more meteorite bullets for anyone who wants a mega shark or a mini shark. Oh, it does smell already good downstairs. I'm very hungry now, typical. Release the bees! Not the bees! Right, now that mushroom grass should spread all the way down there. Just going to refill this with sand. Something exciting like that. I saw it when I was in the kitchen. They are doing something with beef, and I think something with fish. I can't smell the fish yet, though, which is better, because I'm not a fan of fish. I'm a very exciting person like that. Now, in case you're wondering, you can make, with the pink gel... Aww, I just built that. Bouncy bombs. No, basically. So that's fun. Alright, let's rebuild this. Let's refill this. I'm gonna say this game is like a sort of more structured, flat Minecraft. But it has things like angled blocks, which is quite pleasant. But yeah, I've had this game since 2014? So 5 years? So I'm relatively practiced at it, if nothing else. Not necessarily very good. Yeah, I've defeated the Moon Lord on many occasions. I think on single player as well. Well, I can't remember. I know I've defeated the Moon Lord with Knuckle V, on streaming it with him and the guys from the swamp. Defeated it with one of my housemates when I was in university. I think I've done it solo. I might have done it solo after having... Oh. Defeated it with other people. Oh. Let's get respawned. Stack away my valuables. The merchant is going to have some difficulties. What are you buying? DPS meter, celestial magnet, mysterious cape. Not really anything that I want to buy. I mean, the magnet's good, but I'm not using really mana weapons at the moment. Oh, I can change that one. So I'm gonna summon a couple of those. And now the very long walk back to the meteorite. But if you want to join in later, Ash, should we be playing? You can hopefully pick up that set of meteorite, if not better by then. So yeah, these guys are quite useful, apart from that one time they killed a gold bunny I was trying to hunt. Which reminds me, actually, before I get too far, set the spawn point on my own bed. That will help. I should have a butterfly net. I do. Excellent. So I'm in the jungle. I'm seeing all these little grubs and stuff that are good for fishing bait. Might as well collect some for the other guys, and possibly do some of my own. Yeah, the bunnies do like walking over my little flame trenches. I don't try and understand it. Yeah, so it is daylight, it's just the mushroom biomes are always dark. Yeah, so this little biome should turn to a corrupt one. So we'll be able to get the other sets of stuff. I'm not sure, actually, what the eye will drop. Because the eye might drop Crimtane, or it might drop... Corruptite? I'm not too sure. Yeah, hope OBS is outputting this all okay. Fell into the map briefly. Probably should have checked it. I can't remember the last time I used it, but I did make sure I got the right stream key. After streaming on Ash's channel once by mistake, having streamed Left 4 Dead on her behalf the day before. But yeah, if I was wearing the full set of this armour, I would be not using up mana. But I'm not wearing the full set, so I've got my mining helmet. And yeah, I'm just gonna run through the jungle. That's another thing. Hopefully, with the upgrade, I'll be able to fully utilise my graphics card, because apparently it can't currently be fully utilised with my processor, as the processor basically isn't sufficiently big to actually, utilise it. So it's also a RAM upgrade, and I was a bit extravagant and got a terabyte's worth of SSD. I have beat the Moonlord, I think, at least 3 times, fortnight time. At least, well, 3 separate worlds. I think it's probably multiple times per Moonlord. So I'm going to try and... I think I might do this the slightly more fancy way. And just harvest a bit more of it. Now so Moonlord is good fun, just it's just a while. That's the main thing of the Moonlord. You have to have patience to keep doing the boss fight, as it can be about 5 or 10 minutes sometimes. I'm not sure, they might change. I know there's been some updates, because I know the spawner statues work differently than I last used them, which is quite pleasant. It means you can get a bit more, just stuff like, you can get the undead Vikings as a statue drop now, which I didn't think they used to be. Well, I might be wrong. I'm just being hassled by these guys. Hopefully my minions will protect me. Only got 5 minutes left on them though. Let's hope all the display is working properly. I don't know if it's going to have overlapped the Streamlabs bar, and I think if it has, I'll move things around a little. I think it's Solaris? There's another game a bit like this that I played a bit more recently that's like Terraria, but you have a spaceship and you go to different planets. It's alright, I just haven't played it that much, because playing with other people, and it's more difficult to play single player after you've played multiplayer, unless you just start again. At least for me. Especially when you have like a, you have a build you're doing that complements other players. Whereas when you've got to do everything, it's a bit more, well, a bit less specific, I guess. So I'm playing some Deathwing, the Space Hulk 140k one. It's basically Left 4 Dead, but with Terminators. That is very much a, you can do everything, but you need the variety, because, you know, I generally main the Apothecary, and the Apothecary can do quite a lot, but you don't have even slightly a firepower that can match the Assault Terminator with the minigun. So, you know. But then again, the Assault Terminator needs the backup of like melee support and snipers and stuff like that. So it is an interesting collection of elements that you have to account for. Yeah, no, hopefully I'll try and get back into Minecraft a bit later. I just been busy with work and trying to do stuff that's a bit more social when people are around. And a lot of people I talk to regularly don't have Minecraft, or at least don't have any interest in currently playing it. So that's that meteorite dealt with. Where was the other ones? There was one. See the big dent. There's another one. There we go. Another one there. So you can see where they've been because of all the meteor heads. Right then. Let's go back to digging this pit. Yeah, that's not my thing, Ash. That's just there are many memes where that is a thing. This is not my taste. But no, I've played that game on my main channel. Link that in the description somewhere. Well, to the channel anyway, not the video. But it's good fun. I seem to remember getting asked if I could turn the game volume down because it's a bit difficult to hear. Because I have it as a thing of, there are so many audio cues in that game, so you need to have the volume up quite high. But the problem is, then when you start fighting the Gene Stealers, you get a bit deaf. So if you want to be able to hear where the relics are by like the whispers and everything, it's helpful if you have. It's good fun, Ash. It's also surprisingly light on my system. Like it'll run hot, but it won't, you know, lag or anything. So I'm looking forward to what it's going to be like on the new one. I'm going to have so many games to reinstall. I honestly think I'm probably not gonna well, I've been recommended by Stein to put the operating system onto the new SSD, but I think I'll leave everything where it is currently on my current C drive, and see how they perform, and if they do need further performance upgrades, I will have to reinstall some things. It's just the thing of stuff like Rising Storm is 50 gigabytes now, and it's just, that's a lot. Like, you know, this game's, I think, 200 megabytes or something. Yeah. I remember back in the day when you could get a complete game on a single compact disc. Well, to be fair, quite a while ago, I know I had a few games that ran on multiple floppy disks. The smaller type, the ones that weren't actually, you know, flexible, but I remember. In my defense, Ash, at least as far as I was aware, I was just talking loudly. Rather than the, brothers, I am pinned here! Which gets a bit tiresome. Apparently there's a chest nearby. What that is. I need to acquire the treasure lantern, but I don't know if that's not available until hard mode. I think it's only available in hard mode. It's a little lantern that follows you around and highlights where, like, treasure is. It's a useful little thing. Yeah. Ah, 5 3/4. Now these are just the 3-inch floppy disks. Oh, I was looking at chat and just dug through a house. See, aside from water walking boots, I'm pretty set for all the gear that I want to get. At least that's available at the moment. Hopefully I can get some more stuff in hard mode, but as I say, gonna just try and get everything prepped for hard mode, so when we go into it later we can progress with it. Because I think I went from wood armor to meteorite armor, then I plan to go to possibly cobalt or titanium, but I know that there's different ones and different armor sets depending on what you want to do in the hard mode ones. So you can get like the gunner's build and the you know, the bowman's build, the magic build, and the melee build. I think the gunner and the bowman's builds are technically the same build, but it's a different collection of hats. I'm trying to remember if you can get the life fruits before or after you've defeated the jungle Terraria. That's the one. I think it's only when... Actually, no, I think it's... Is it before? I think it's before Plantera. I'm not too sure. So now you have to defeat the twins, the Destroyer. Destroyer's probably one of the easiest ones. And, what's it called? Skeletron Prime. Oh, Skeletron Prime's gonna be fun. I had a bunch of DOS games, but I got them as CD versions. Transport Tycoon was good fun, but Transport Tycoon Deluxe was just better, like gameplay wise. And then there's still the open Transport Tycoon Deluxe community. That's I need to play that more, to be honest. I might do that as a stream in a few days, or later. Don't know how busy I am, because I have played that game so much, and it's. You know, I don't know if some of the mods I use are still supported, but it'd be kind of cool if they were. But you know how I'm a bit of a train nerd? Yeah, there's a set for pretty much all of the major UK locomotives. Although I think it's only the Midland and Eastern region ones. I don't believe they have the Western and Southern. Although they do have the leader, so it does have at least the Southern. Maybe just not some of the Western stuff. No, it does have some of the Western stuff. What am I talking about? So it's got the Dean. And Dean was the chief engineer of the Great Western Railway at, I want to say the turn of the 20th century. I believe Sir William Dean, if I am remembering. So, yeah. Excitement. Right, I might have to start marking out more things underground and put new pits down that way. Life crystal. Ah, star statue. What a time to be alive. But it's also got a lot of the riddles stuff. I believe the chief mechanical engineer of the British Railways. I believe he was a former Midland Railway man. If I remember. This is stuff I'm not so familiar with, so I know more about the locomotives in sort of general terms than about the designers. But good times. Where's the... So this one's going to go all the way down to the bottom. I'll need to work out where these go. Now I could go and stand up the top and work it out that way. Or I might not. I'm not too sure. This whole waking up early and not going to bed early thing is it's totally sustainable. I got a call going, we believe you've been involved in an accident about like 9:30 this morning. I was like, no, but thanks for asking. So, you know, it's something. Keep collecting the little bits of water at the sides so that I can dump it down onto any lava that should get below me. Hello, Socky. I know my dad said that he can remember when they had a computer at his school and it took up an entire room, and it was the ones you the punch cards to activate. So might be able to just about compete on the old front there. I should just equip my climbing claws and just scoot up the walls. But I'm lazy. I've not got too much knowledge on that front, I'm afraid. I seem to remember having a Windows 95 computer when I was little. And I remember getting XP was a substantial thing. I was like, ooh, this is better. And then I can remember using that XP system a few years ago, having gotten used to my Vista, and oof. Just say I quite like my Windows 7 machine, and that I think I've actually still technically got the Windows 7 machine, which is this one. Which is also technically the Vista machine. And is now running on Windows 10. I think I have one of the rare occurrences, apparently, though, of Windows Vista behaving itself. I gather it was not the most reliable system. Right, so I need to get a small amount of water, dump it down here. Should also try to get some more, what's it called? The things. You know, the thing with the things. Mushroom seeds. Will this have been enough? Possibly too much. Possibly too much. Right, So this means no water should be able to escape over the top. At some point I might dump some of the lava down the tube once it's prepared. Ow. Just onto the careful mining option. Yeah, I'm on fire. Oh, I hope everyone in the chat has been having a nice day. So I've been quite busy with work recently, which has resulted in me being able to afford to upgrade my computer. So yeah, again, thank you for all of your lovely donations towards it. It has helped quite a bit. Basically meant that I could afford to upgrade to a better processor than originally planned, and a better hard disk. So that should be good. A terabyte of fast SSD. I have no idea what I'm going to use all that for. Ugh. I think the limiting factor will soon just be my download speed for the power line. Oh, my inventory's full. I should not pick up quite so much in one go. Okay, what can I get rid of? There we go. Don't need my own gravestone. It's a bit macabre. So yeah, should I need lava at any point in the future, I can come and acquire it as needed. So yeah, as I found generally these are the best solution to stopping the spread of the corruption and the hallow. Now, is that computer cassettes, or is that like Walkman cassettes, Ash? Because, you know, I remember Walkman cassettes. I know they're not specific to Walkmans, but, you know, it's the context that I guess most people will know them from. Right, how much water have I got tucked away along here? What's down there? Ooh. Yeah, I'll do. 13 gold. Right. Now, I could try and grab a bunch of this water. I'm gonna grab all of it, just a lot of it. Rude. No, I can drop it there, I can drop more out later, can't I? There you go. Oh, there's a lot of water actually. Okay. Hmm. Oops. Ah, yeah. I'm glad I checked below me, otherwise I could have just dumped all that water for no good reason. So I'm in the caverns layer, so I'm not too far from as deep as I'll need to go. I could use water pumps for all this, rather than just dumping water down big tubes, but... Ow. Should be enough. Minecart tracks are a problem for that. Apparently. Hey, nice. So, after all that, I wasted so much water because it could not be turned into obsidian. I make good decisions. I wonder where that minecart track goes. Now, I know Big Boss Swat has a lava charm, he normally has, so he can just dive into the lava lakes. I don't trust mine that well, but I do also have one I could use. So what I might do is jump into some other worlds quickly and just have a look around for chests and things. There's a lot of people watching, so hello to all of you. Thank you for joining in. So it's not my normal content for this channel, but it's similar, which I'm hoping will be enough. So I think once I've finished this pit, I'm going to jump into another world and go and loot some oceans.
Good morning, Skog.
Hello, Stein.
How goes it?
Alright, I'm assuming you know that I'm streaming, based on that I'm sitting in the streaming channel.
Yeah, I do.
I'm guessing Ash has shared the link. She normally does.
Is this your first stream of Terraria?
Yeah, I've not well, on this channel anyway. I think I've streamed it in the past on my main one, but I was just a bit tired after work, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be lazy about it.
I'll have to observe. All I know is that it's like Minecraft. Not much else.
It's like Minecraft, but it's not Minecraft. So... okay, I think that's...
Oh dear, I'm loud.
I intend to be around for Stu's game, Nullis. I had given him the little OK gesture on his post about it yesterday. As is the standard. So.
Oh, good morning, Nicholas. Morning, Nash. Morning, everyone else. Yeah, they said my volume was a bit loud.
I can turn you down a little. On my end. I will turn you down to 72%. Because specifics. Oh yeah, but these are my top end characters. I think that was from the Swamp Run. And I'm not too sure about that one, to be honest. But yeah. Herbalef. Anyway, so we have Burner World 1, which has already been burned. So new, small, normal. Let's go with Corrupt. Burner 2. I would say I'm using Burner Worlds because there's quite a lot of people on our multiplayer server, so it makes sense to use other worlds' worth of resources rather than limiting ourselves to a single world. Or at least that's what I'm going with. So I managed to have apparently got a burn on the back of my right hand. That's nice whenever I flex my fingers. Okay, good afternoon, Nullis. It's 3:15 here.
Nicholas, I hope you did better than I did. I went to bed at 11 o'clock, but I still had to wake up at 9 o'clock.
Alright, sorry, while this is loading in, I've got to answer a couple of work messages. Right, let's go to the right first, as that's how I'm facing. So yeah, if anyone sees anything in the chat, let me know. Lead detected nearby. I can use my metal detector actually to try and hunt things down. Lead. Copper. Pot. The trees in this world look quite different. It's quite pleasant, to be honest. Little snow-covered regular trees. There might be something in this tunnel. So you still getting ready for college then, Nullis? Or you can go and be a big brain intellectual? And study... I can't remember what you're studying again.
He said he is undeclared.
Ah. That seems... unwise.
Said he's going to study to be a libtard like me.
Ah. Do you need to study then? I mean,
I've unironically taken 2 courses in social justice.
wow. That's,
as per requirement for my engineering degree.
I say, because I was going to do mechanical engineering, and then I completely failed maths at A-level. I got 3 U's in my exams in first year of A-level.
I don't know what a U is.
Less than 40%.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I went in, I sat down, I looked at the paper and went, huh?
These numbers trying to be words.
It's three different. I think I got 39, 37, and 38% across the papers. Okay, I am unironically at the top of the world with this dungeon. Yeah, sounds fun, Alice. Just, you know... Hopefully it's not a practical course, it's just theoretical. Now, sometimes the oceans on these maps have really nice stuff in them. Like I had one that had a complete shipwreck and it looked really nice. Ooh, bunny statue.
This is oddly appealing. Do you have any comparison as to how many different land formations there are? I know the Minecraft world is like 3 times larger than the surface of the Earth.
I don't know. In theory, the Minecraft standard worlds are infinite if you keep going, but why would you? That dungeon though, why is it so high? Well, I found 2 water chests, nothing good yet. Let's go to the left. I'm gonna start collecting seeds because I've got a blowpipe. Ugh. Yeah, I basically got Fs. It's what the equivalent of an F was. But I did it again. I did the first year ones again in second year, and I got I think it was an A, an A star, and a B. So I actually had enough points to get into my university courses I wanted to do. So yeah, just not the courses I'd wanted to do. Because I wanted to do mechanical engineering, and I'm honestly glad I didn't, because that sounds like a lot of clever stuff.
It's only downhill from there.
And I don't know, I much prefer the sort of actually doing stuff to the theory side of things. That's why I like doing the 3D printing and 3D modelling stuff. Because when you do a 3D drawing and then you print it, you actually get something out of it, and it's not just a nice picture on a screen. I might have to explore the underground of some of these places, but for now the surfaces will do. Getting a lot of messages. I mean, in the UK at least, going to university you have to have a specific course picked. You can't just sort of wander, you know, just turn up sort of thing. Because we don't really have the system you have. So it's a bit of an alien
Yeah, our
concept.
system's more profitable.
Yeah. I mean, my large amount of debt I have for my degree would suggest possibly otherwise, but...
I mean, it's not 60,000 a semester for tuition.
Oh
Some
yeah,
of the
not a
private ones
semester.
over here.
That's quite a substantial amount. But the universities were allowed to charge up to a maximum amount, so of course they all charged the maximum amount. I think I might have saved like £100 off the maximum though for my course, because they were trying to like get people in. Or something. So yeah. This ocean's quite big. Now I've got my diving gear, so I don't really have to worry about, you know, breathing. Ooh. Go away. Shoot.
Ash says do something with computers. It is wise.
I mean, yeah, I know how to use a bunch of different design softwares.
No, there's nothing to scoff at.
I'm
Really?
fluent in about 3 of them. I'm familiar with prototyping, mechanical, you know, actually doing stuff type work. I've got 10 years experience almost. I'm highly employable. I'm also highly broken. I don't know if you... I'd imagine you would have missed it earlier this time, but I was saying that when I was at work earlier, I had to fit some curtains, and I had to move some polystyrene from some packaging into a bin. That polystyrene was painfully heavy across my ribcage. It's that thing when I still have, like, all the muscle mass from when I used to do a lot of stuff. You know, like, I used to occasionally have to move anvils and things.
Yikes.
Not big anvils, but, you know, like, 100-pounders. I wouldn't say it's comfy or fun, but, you know, I could do it. And now it's just like, that polystyrene looks awful heavy. Because I think my arms can do it, my body can't, and it's saddening. So this world didn't really have much of anything, really. I've searched both oceans. I can come back here for the the dungeon, I guess. Or I can try and search for chests, but kind of defeats the point of a burner world if you're, you know, going through it properly. Let's put some more stuff in the money trough. Alright, that was it. So I'm afraid it's going to be a bit of jumping around between different ones. Yeah, trade jobs do pay quite well. You know, I can't work that much, but my trade jobs that I can do earn me enough that I don't, you know, have to worry too much and can do dumb things like get a computer upgrade. I say dumb things. It's going to be useful for, like, my, you know, my side jobs of doing 3D design. It's just not very, you know, pertinent to me doing housework. And by that I mean work with houses.
It's just enough to get to say go home GI in 4K.
Possibly. So I need to go and fetch a bucket if I want to add statues to that. So I think I'm just going to put statues down here for now. I'll leave this as a gift for boss slot. And just the herb bags can be quite useful. And yes, those geysers are triggered to go off when anything walks over them that isn't me. And yes, it does get a lot of bunnies. Right then. That's the drop-off done, and now I need to make another world. Normal. Random. Burner free. Isn't this exciting? I would say the thing of a degree is a degree, or, you know, like a university, college, whatever you want to call it, degree.
Like a paper airplane degree.
Well, I was going to say, one of those, it has the opportunity to give you a lot more access to stuff. The problem is now that so many people have them that you have to be basically the top person in your field with more years of experience than you've been live to get anything out of them anymore. Because when everyone has a degree, no one has a degree. It's that whole thing of let's just make everyone millionaires.
The Incredibles have taught you well.
Yeah.
Actually, I should say, what's his name? Syndrome.
Yeah. Syndrome had a lot of stuff right. He just had a very bad approach to things. It's kind of like a lot of, shall we say, modern, political events. People with the right ideas, but very much the wrong approach to, doing anything about them. It's like I know it's a fake one, but that one that's been going around on the UK's Facebook and Twitter stuff a lot recently was the
cutting people in half.
yes, the fake one of the Conservative Party who were going to cut homeless people in half by 2020. And it's I'd imagine it was meant to read the numbers on the original one, but it's the one that's there, and it's just like, that will deal with your homeless people problem. But it's not a solution, it's not actually fixing the problem. But yeah, so I guess for my field I have, as say, oh no, sorry, not 10 years, 9 years experience, and 2008, it might be 2008 actually, it might be 11 years experience. Anyway, I have been doing modelling work in terms of making miniature models. I'm not a pretty person. Or, in most cases with models I've seen, not a pretty person. Just sort of a weird, like, plastic-looking person. I'm digressing. Words. So in theory, if I could do the work enough, I would be like, so, Helgen of, I want to say Holland, or is it Denmark? Pritchard Pattern Company of Devon. Metcalf of Yorkshire. I heard you needed a person.
Wait, what's this from Desperate? Or Debs?
Not the bunnies.
Not the bunnies. What happened to the bunnies?
I have a geyser that occasionally just burns bunnies alive because they made poor decisions. Let's see what's in the other end of this minecart and if it's going to be lava. Sometimes it's lava. Interesting.
Oh, you know what? Before you get your new PC together, you're gonna have to benchmark this one to see what kind of upgrade you get.
Yeah, this one is aggressively average. It's got at the time, as I say, when I got it, it was pretty good. Not like super high end, but it was pretty good, and it's just gone downhill since then. First thing, at the time, I was playing stuff like, this. So it wasn't really, an issue. I think I got this upgrade during my second year at uni? I think. I forget when Robson sold it me. Because I know I got one from him before. And I got a second one from him. I've already run out of storage space. Oof. Let's stop throwing this away. But, yeah, no, I have to try and look into it.
Yeah, try setting a bench for that.
Yeah.
Send a bench or 15 if you get.
I'll see what I can do. I'll say, because I know my dad has something similar in that he has a job that he is very, very experienced in, but has no formal training or qualification for. Because, that's just what happens when you've got, when you do the same kind of job for a long time. You get very good at it. Yeah, no, so I'm not, like, against university or anything, it's just, it doesn't really do what it should anymore, I think is my problem. It's just sort of a thing to do rather than a thing, that's useful to do. Because I know when I was in high school, it was basically the sort of, wait, you don't want to go to university? Yeah?
Well, have you heard the talk from, it was Brett Weinstein? He sort of, he conceptualizes it like an illusion of infinite growth, because if everyone was going to university and doing exactly as they were taught, everyone would be a professor.
But
And that's just
not everyone can
be.
be.
Right.
And having done a 4-year degree, I can tell you that I have very little interest in the field I did a degree in, to be honest. Because it's... not that it's bad, it's just... It's a lot more, you know, sitting at a desk, writing out, like, documentation, than it is, you know, doing things. Which is, you know, what I like to do. When I was, I forget, quite a bit younger, I saved up for a while. I bought some wheels and some track, and I made myself a little ride-on train for my garden. Which is
Wait,
still...
you mean man size?
Yeah. Little 7¼ inch gauge track. And I basically built a little, like, open wagon. Bought a electric scooter motor off of eBay. And had it powered by a drill battery that probably didn't enjoy it. Because I was a bit dumb. I had ideas, I was just not very good at implementing them. So, you know, I've always been... like, I forget how many miscellaneous, like, attempts at making go-karts and stuff I did with some of my friends when I was younger. All that kind of thing. It's always been making stuff so I can have fun.
I think my dad did something similar to that once. He put a lawnmower engine on a scooter.
No, these are always just downhill ones. Never the motorised, but... yeah, it's good fun. But yeah, my degree taught me that the people who did really well accidentally designed pipe bombs, and that kind of put me off. I still don't know how he managed to get a good grade for that thing when he unironically designed a pipe bomb. Not even on purpose, he just didn't...
Well, was it a good pipe bomb?
It was meant to be a little, like kitchen desktop, like, composter. He was just not very, you know, practically aware of the fact that if you put an electric grinder in a gas bottle, it might have some undesirable effects. But yeah, it kind of just put me off the whole, you know, when the people that you're, you know, the people who are, like, the best on your course do that. And it's just like, alright then. Complain about it all you like, Nollis. Feel free to come on and complain about it in person. Because it doesn't bother me. I mean, as I say, I've got a couple of jobs I like doing. I've got a, you know, degree, all that jazz. As I say, I am very qualified for any jobs I kind of want to apply for in that field. So, yeah, can't complain.
Oh, Nolus, you're getting blocked in top chat.
Yeah. I can see why he would be getting blocked. Because he's using the naughty words. I mean, Ash might not want to, but...
Yeah, no, let's go watch that orange juice commercial. That'll help with the stress.
Is this the sea? Is the sea here this high up? I just remembered I've not got my imps. Ooh, a flipper. I should take that. Can make more diving gear for people. Oh yeah, water walking boots. We got them. Now, I did not bring another obsidian skull with me. We got one. See if we can get a second pair for someone else. May actually just do a quick trip back to the base to drop things off. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, any plans today, Stein, or are you busy doing your, presumably, homework and stuff?
No, I don't have homework.
Alright, convenient. I had loads.
But
I'm still amazed that, because, you know when you write the convenient facts and not actually the facts for your homework, and you get the highest grade you ever get at university?
the convenient facts that are... What?
Okay,
Not
so you know how
actually the
Cuba
facts.
has, like, world-leading, like, levels of doctors? Like, they're some of the best trained in the world. But Cuba has horrible, like, you know, standards for, you know, their hospitals and everything.
I thought they just had a lot of doctors, not necessarily good ones.
Either way, I went through all the things, and I wrote an essay about that in the doctors in Cuba or something, and it got me a first. So, I wasn't particularly a fan of writing essays and stuff. Like, my thesis was awful. But, one of the few times I wrote one, and I got a really good grade, was on the appeal to the socialist, like, lecturer.
Oh, that professor. Specific.
Yeah. That's the thing, if I knew what I knew now, I would not have written what I did, because I can't lie like this. But, the problem with countries that have a lot of corruption is they have a lot of corruption. No, I didn't make them look like Sans Undertale on purpose. I'm currently wearing a yellow raincoat and a skull mask. I'm wearing the negative dye as well. If I swap it out, it should be a bit more noticeable. Now, will this be a sword that is good, or will it be a sword that is not actually a sword? Is a sword that's not actually a sword. Oof. One of my housemates at uni made, I think it was 12 worlds before they found one of those that was good.
I see Ash as a writer. She's a pro MLG writer.
I'm not particularly good at the writing thing because, well, I'm sure if you've ever seen some of my stream titles while I'm editing them or writing them or whatever, the grammar, spelling, it's all completely optional. Why is there such a big cliff here? Oh, it's full of tumblers. My character's meant to look like an orc, like they normally do.
Does that wind affect your trajectory?
Yep. It's a big ocean. He says, finding the edge of it. Got any more chests? No. Alright then. Okay, so single player. Yeah, I guess the point, or however you want to put it, of my earlier commentary was the go to university if you have a specific thing in mind, or if you were getting sponsored by a company. But I wouldn't just go for the sake of going at this point, because it's just a lot of debt. And
or scholarships.
Yeah. But I would, don't go just for the sake of going would be my advice, because I know people who did that, and it, you can tell when someone is doing something because it's something to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... yeah. Sort items, there we go. I'm not doing too bad, I got 2 platinum, 65 gold. Glad I don't have to carry all that. I can't remember how long it was before I realised you didn't need to carry all that around all the time.
That inventory is giving me anxiety.
It's gonna get sorted out.
It's just a lot of little icons on the screen at all times.
Yeah, I don't really have it turned off. But when I'm looking at stuff... So I need obsidian skulls. I'm gonna make a bunch of diving equipment, I think, as well.
You see Skog, you know how to pick him. Ash is trained formally in the whammon.
I did quite well at that kind of stuff. Because again, it's the whole, I like making things. So, at one point when I was in, I want to say, middle school, I was the sort of go-to person in, like, the, cookery classes we did. For, knowing how to do stuff. It was not terrible, to be honest. What am I looking for? I am looking for obsidian. There's some obsidian. Obsidian skull. It's obsidian water walking boots. Lava waders. There we go. And make some tiger climbing gear. Make some diving gear. So, what else can I make to try and tidy up some of these inventories? Sort items. Any of these just generic? There's a generic one. Climbing gear, flippers. I'm not sure what goes with the radar. I think I might just sort some of this stuff out. It's going to be a very exciting stream, people, I'm afraid. What am I looking for? Why are there still copper pickaxes? I should just sell those. Cobalt shields. Is there anything else you can do with cobalt shields? Not that guy. There he is. He's in Benjamin's room. Is it just the one recipe? Yeah, it's just the one recipe. Okay. What does... You can make the Arctic one, which is combined with an ice skate. Fancy. So I need to make another obsidian skull. More diving gear. Tiger gear. Obsidian skull. Obsidian shield. So one of these is marked equipment. And it's full of a lot of stuff that isn't equipment. So, jellyfish diving gear, tiger gear. That one's slightly better than mine. Claws, aglets. It's a hat. It's a statue. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff in there as well. For a start, that's all blocks. Rename. Yeah, this is a very exciting stream, I'm sure, everyone. I hope you're enjoying it. So that's going to be full of stone. Mud and dirt. I'm going to rename this one Other Blocks. Try and spell that right. So the box under the stairs has always had the useful stuff in it. I need to run those down to the basement. None of that stuff is those things. No, torches, they count. Why not chandeliers? Chandeliers for days. I had a chandelier in my room for a while. I wonder where that went. There we go. Actually, vines are also useful because they're climbing equipment. I'm trying to remember what I need now. Other blocks. Rename. Wood. So that box just contains stone. That one, mud and dirt. That's stone, that's dirt. That's stone. to store that one. It's just the trash box. Alright, let's see where this all goes when I walk along.
Welcome.
Here. Hey, Stu.
Hi. Still a PG stream on Terraria.
That's the intention, anyway.
Alright.
I'm not super fussy. I've spent most of my time just complaining about why the college system is kind of a bit broken now. Because, you know, the whole, well, everyone has a degree, no one does.
Oh yeah, where the values, degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I think most people that end up going to these colleges get, not very good degrees
So
to
many
begin with.
useless
Easy
degrees
ones.
now, it makes me sad. Like, you know, when my parents
It shouldn't
got
really be the
degrees,
case.
they were, you know, like, legit degrees. My sister got a biochemistry degree. But I know so many people who did, like, business studies. It's like, what does that even mean?
Okay, that's not even the worst.
Oh, I know, but that's, like, the proper courses. I don't even know about some of them. This way, I know people who are basically just career students, and it's weird. Because it's like,
Yeah,
why?
that's odd.
Like, I can get if you're doing, like, a PhD. That makes sense, you know, that's a legit thing. You know, you're going to try and be the best in your field. But the people who just keep doing bachelor's degrees, and it's like, but why though? You know, I don't understand.
They always pick up the useless one regardless anyway. Like, I could understand you want to become a master of many things, but... but then again, the problem is if you study too much, you're not going to get a chance to put any of it to use, really, so... I don't know. It does seem to be this weird culture of just kids always going to uni for whatever reason. I never went because I kind of saw that it was a waste of time for me, so...
I kind of did, but all the jobs I was looking at wanted a degree. Problem is I couldn't do the degree I wanted to get. Because I was not I was not clever enough, in all honesty. I found a much better degree as a result. You know, I didn't get my first option and found something better.
Some of the low tier stuff you can learn is like good stuff anyway that's practical, so...
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's
not
like,
really
you know, just because it's not
prestigious, yeah.
top tier doesn't mean it's not, you know, good. And yes, chat, I'm afraid going to be sorting out these storage boxes. Because I'm fed up of not knowing where anything goes.
It looks like Factorio, this game.
Oh, I wish this was like Factorio.
Is that crematorium at the bottom?
Sort of. I'll turn it on for a minute. It's a mob grinder. I'll need
I
someone
just see
diving
loads of
helmets.
like bait statues. Oh, right, the thing for XP.
Not for XP, just for items. Unfortunately, they dropped barely any. Oops. But I didn't leave it on for very long, so you know, can't complain.
Yep.
Quick stack, quick stack, quick stack.
So yeah, we'll hopefully be playing tonight.
Cool.
But unless there's more absences, because Bill Pasta won't be there till late. Catch tail end of it. Conveniently, I can just say he's asleep though.
I mean, Bill did get, like, mostly dead last time, so...
Well, physically harmed, but his system got crippled essentially by ionized energy.
Functionally dead for a robot.
Yeah, essentially shooting ionized energy at a computer as well.
He had a bad day.
Yep.
Request is for pictures not to be taken.
And Pasta got injured pretty badly, but we're gonna say he's more bedridden again. Probably be another fluff session anyway. I don't think there'll be combat, but I never know with these people. So.
We're good for that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right.
To be
there's
honest,
no way they could get into any shenanigans this week. We set the planet on fire.
oh yeah. To be fair, when you played Black Crusade and you landed on that planet, I was expecting you to like kill a hobo in the street or burn down a bar or something, but that never happened. I was really almost disappointed.
I'm sorry we let you down, Stu.
Yeah. Everyone was in the Chaos campaign was just like, nope, we're following the mission. So okay.
Yeah, we were professionals.
We're professional scumbags.
Hey, we were professionals. You didn't specify what in.
We'll see how the Star Wars one goes. I think there'll be a bit more low-tier crime happening though, because you need money and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I still need to negotiate what the what our weekly pay, like our hourly pay is going to be and stuff like that for more missions, or like or a commission or whatever we're going to get.
Commission. Oh yeah, like a payout for the job. Yeah, that would.
Well, that's the thing, it's like either we're going to have to be paid low, but with a reasonable amount of like party available supplies, or paid more with less party available supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing, like, we've got medics, and medics need quite a lot of supplies, and is it reasonable that they have to pay for all their own supplies? Or should,
I don't know, that's...
that, this is the things I need to go and, find out from Han. Do we have an expenses account that we can use?
This is why I was looking forward to this campaign, because it brings up those fun questions. Of what you would actually do in a IRL like situation like that.
That's the thing, I know that we're mercenaries, but what degree of mercenary? Like, I'm a pilot. That's a fairly like static position, to be honest. But the question is, what else do I do around the piloting? Do I get paid like overtime for doing other things?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you get paid for shooting people?
Yeah.
You've also got a bunch of attachments, I think. I think you've got a grenade launcher and flamethrower underbarrel attachment.
Oh, it's gonna be dumb. It's gonna be so dumb.
You've got an attachment for your bokeh.
Yeah.
Oh! Here's what a lecturer in Star Wars make. Monthly salary. 1.5 to 3,000 credits a month. So, just like the real world, apparently being in uni teaching all the things students quite lucrative in Star Wars. Oh, that'd be really autistic if you all decided you want to become like teachers or something.
Hey, I'm not done being an adventurer yet. I'm not gonna retire and become a teacher. It reminds me, I think it was the excuse me. Was it the Armstrong and Miller show? If you remember seeing that one, Stu?
Don't think I remember that one.
Well, the Armstrong and Miller one, they had a bunch of like just seemingly more like degraded and like depressing like things. And then it's just like, become a teacher.
Dear.
And I'm gonna try and keep the stream more like suitable, and I won't go into too much more of that. But
yep.
It was quite the thing. Weapons.
Fash becomes a licensed physician and earn a fair bit of money. Dude's 4,000, according to the skill chart.
Fancy.
Nope. What other pay scale are there? There is the mercenary one that's quite nice. It has its own chart, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, so I'll be over on Master Stew channel later if he wants to.
Yeah, hopefully,
Plug
if
it
everyone
in
turns. I'll may as well schedule it now.
I'm putting the TNT in with the. No, they should go in the electrics chest, shouldn't they? Armor, ammo. It's also weapons. A lot of weapons. I think I need to sort out specific types of weapons.
I don't have an episode title yet, but it's episode 6.
Yeah. Well, it's probably better to give the episode title after the episode, unless you've got something like...
Meme worthy and fun.
Yeah.
I think not just after. Usually.
Because I know Bill used to at least have episode titles, but sometimes it can give too much away, or it can be not helpful because the players have too much choice of what could happen, and it's hard to get something specific.
Yep. Especially not this session. Particularly if it's going to happen, really.
Oh, we have a travelling merchant who's just caught fire. Do you have anything I want to buy? Hello there. He does not. So, crafting, weapons, weapons 2, also weapons. Is it just weapons in there? Counting those as ammunitions. Those are ammunitions. Oh, that's Evanstone. That's technically stone, actually. Never mind. Right, so this chest is going to be full of armour. Weapons. That's a boomerang. That's a spear. Water rods. Explosives or ammo. Technically. Candles. So if anyone in the chat has anything they'd like to tell me to do instead of this, I will happily listen to you. It's just, this is one of the things that it needs doing, so I should probably get on with it. And I'm exciting like that.
Are you talking about just within Terraria? Or anything?
I mean, in theory just in Terraria, but I'm open to suggestions within reason. Smell cooking downstairs. Right. So equipment, ammo, all of that is sorted. Slime is falling from the sky. Okay. Let's be generous to them. I'm going to open the doors. So they can come into the house and be killed there. If they make it. Equipment. Magic mirrors. Slime guns can go in there. Crafting stuff. Crafting stuff. Crafting stuff.
Are you being attacked?
Yeah, it's kind of half-heartedly mostly, to be honest. Equipment.
Right. I'll have to go. I'll be back in 20 minutes or so.
No worries. Weapons. This is mostly armor. I don't think we need this many wizard hats. Gonna go on a limb here. Yeah, going for 2 hours. I'm surprised, to be honest. Equipment. Let's go with dye. Potions. I should make some potions. That's not the right floor. So... I'm going to keep some of those for myself. Go. Let's put the healing potions in there. Well, that's a fair bit of cash. It's just, no king slime. Disappointing. No, no, slime is still falling from the sky. Could be a king slime yet. Just gonna leave the doors open. More slime can't hurt. Close the voodoo dolls. Voodoo dolls. Alright. This is mostly Bossalot's domain. I'm not going to try and mess with it too much. Crafting stuff. It's technically armor. Technically. Equipment. Ugh, this must be riveting for the people who are watching. Ah, King Slime has awoken, and he's on the roof. Ooh, I'm gonna... Very full inventory. Now, I do like the slime mask. Yeah, that looks sufficiently unsettling. Equipment. Saddle. Snorkel is technically equipment, as is the umbrella.
Hello, hello.
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 Good morning.
Good morning. What's poppin'?
King Slime is popping.
Ah,
It's gone now. It didn't last very long. Disappointing.
Notice, is this you? Or are you feeling?
no, I'm feeling fine. I feel a little knees, weak arms heavy, but that's because my body's not used to being up at this early, not early hour.
In the afternoon.
You know, I think you've inspired me to do some work now.
tidying up has nearly been done. Good times. Had by possibly me, but probably not anyone else. Alright, we've got the bee's knees. Chests. Chests are made of wood, like witches. So that means if they float, you can burn them. I think that's the logic pattern there. That doesn't seem very sorted to me, game, but you know, you do you. A lot of javelins. Well, I hope the chat's having a nice time at least. Doing presumably something else. Looking at Twitter, working.
Push-ups.
Checking emails. Yeah. At the gym, doing something productive.
At the floor.
I'm currently on the inconveniently required as much rest as is reasonably possible for 6 weeks still. The problem is that 6-week timer keeps resetting every time I have to do stuff. So every time it starts healing, I break it again. Good times, had by none.
Yay.
Are you off to California?
No, I just got that stuck in my head.
Understandable. Some night vision helmets. Nearly done on the sorting stuff out. Electronica. There's a bunny in here and I'm not quite sure why. Turn that into silk. Any exciting plans for the day, Nellis, or do you plan to continue as you have so far?
Any what now?
Exciting plans for the day.
I might check my emails. Not really. Might take a walk or something. I don't know.
Alright, Willis. You want to join me in my floor workout program here?
No.
I'm going for 100 push-ups.
Why do I have to be part of that?
Because apparently you have nothing to do.
I don't think I
Yeah,
could get
but
even close to 100. But then again, I am very lazy. To compound the, you know, broken ribcage. Flippers. Hats. It's pretty much just hats in this chest of armor.
Although I could probably work out pretty well right now because all of the career and college talk has significantly increased my blood rate or my heart rate. So, yeah.
Do it.
But I'm not going to because then I'm gonna get sweaty and my room is too hot for me to not stop sweating, and I just really just don't feel like.
It's just
doing
push-ups. It's not like it's aerobic exercise.
You're a push-up. God damn it.
Oof.
Zimmerman.
No, this tidy up of the store boxes has been required for far too long. It's nearly done though, so we can go back to doing literally anything else to make the stream a bit more exciting. Or I could just stop. Both viable options.
I just got sent a really...
Okay.
What? That was really horrible. I'm checking my emails for the first time in a bit, and my college that I'm going to sent me a happy birthday video. And it's like their mascot in a pre-rendered animation with a pre-rendered birthday cake with my name on top of
That
it.
sounds tragic and funny.
What's DOR?
Door. It's like a door but with less of it.
Shush.
No.
No. Fucking Rogeldorn.
Oofed.
Ugh.
Well, there goes my Christian Minecraft server.
Am I not supposed? You're not sharing this with your cousins, are you?
Probably not, but it's still, you know. I'm trying.
Do I have to censor myself while you're playing Terraria?
You don't have to.
I'm triggered.
Good for you. Have you seen the Democratic Socialists of America? That was something quite special that they did there.
I didn't watch it. I figured it was probably Democratic Socialists being dumb and skip
It was
the
like
details.
it was something from the past.
Mm,
But like the near past, not like the proper past.
right. Like the 90s?
No, like 2015.
That's hardly the past.
Oh, you haven't
That
seen
was
it, have
only-
you?
No, I have not.
It is a thing that is witnessable.
Is there a link in some chat somewhere?
Probably, yeah.
Stein, I bet you have a link to it.
Nope.
You should post it. You should get a link to it so you can post it, Stein.
I'm at 60 push-ups. I don't think I can type.
How are you pushed to talking right now?
I don't know. Leaning
Just
on it.
on each push-up.
Is your desk on the ground?
No, my computer is. I mean, my laptop.
Oh yeah, you are using a laptop. That's right.
Ah, yes, the point of personal privilege. That was the line they kept using. It was strange. It's a really odd way of going. I'ma talk for a second. It's pretty special.
Fuck Universal. Sorry. Well, I'm not really that sorry, but I just.
Boomerangs. I was thinking I can sell a few of these weapons and tools we got. Now, question. Does a boomerang count as ammunition or as a weapon?
What does it say? Weapon, I think.
Yeah, but you throw it away, but then it comes back.
Yeah. It's
Guess
still a
like
weapon though,
chakram.
because it doesn't get expended when you use it.
I guess.
What was I doing? What was I doing? Oh yeah. One fatal slip. We tried this ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Oh, shout out to Ash for sending me the link to the thing.
What, big iron?
No, Democratic.
It's kind of bad in a way that's hard to describe because it's just.
Oh, they say they give the pronouns every.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna deafen myself and watch this. I'm one of the people very prone to sensory overload.
So what they're saying is they're autistic.
BRB again.
Yeah. As someone who has, you know, sensory problems, don't make it someone else's problem.
Thank you, comrade.
It's just so bad.
I nooned it. Break time.
I'm just gonna steal Kurtrak's box of stuff. I'm sure he'll be okay with it.
It's also triggering to my anxiety if the comrades could keep it down.
It's tragic, isn't it?
Okay, I gotta go back to that.
He'll be back every few seconds. Did you send the full length of it, Ash, or just the short version? Because the full length one is several hours of just brain bending. I don't even know.
We have a lot of disabled comrades.
That's yeah. That either doesn't need saying or is just a sort of subtle jab at people. Yeah.
Is this real?
It is. It is real. it is a thing that I've seen some of on several occasions now, and I'm just like, but why?
An aggressive scent. Right-wing infiltrators.
I can't tell if the paranoia is kind of cute or distressing.
It's just
Oh dear. Right. Making loads and loads of silk.
abortion clinic escort work. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to the press. What is this? Is this real?
Yeah.
God. I need to.
It's that's a legitimate political party in your country. So it feels bad, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing better than your country at least, but not by much.
Sadly.
I mean, pretty happily for me, personally, but probably pretty sad for you.
Yeah. Right, that is all of the things sorted out. Now I just need to jump off the line. There we go. Ugh.
How much go to account/you, Bill? Oh, I should probably actually read this since it has to do with a bunch of my money.
Nah.
Terms and conditions.
Right, I now have the lava waders. They're gonna make this interesting. Getting back into actually doing stuff now that the sorting out has been completed.
Yep.
Ah.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go bring some New Vegas. You know, sounds like a good deal.
I don't need to eventually play New Vegas. Someone got it for me, and I've just not had the time to commit to it yet.
Right. By the way, no offense if the person I'm about to talk about is in the chat, but you know Coatrack's yaws, they really annoy me. His yaws really annoy me. I don't know why. It's just when he goes yaw, it makes me want to put it makes me want to kill a man.
It's because he goes in the more German ya than the Vietnamese ya.
Yeah, and he goes like yeah. It's like that, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if you can fight the wall of flesh left to right. I've never tried.
You can. And it's whatever side you start on, I'm pretty sure.
What if you start in the middle? The wall needs defeating multiple times, that's gonna be fun. This building hadn't been looted. Disappointing. Well, whoever did go through it but didn't loot it.
You know things are bad when my university has to put a miscellaneous section on the university bill talking about gender identity. And how they don't discriminate. Please don't sue us.
Standard fare.
Yeah, easier to just add something just that you don't really care for than to, you know, have people reeing at you. Because reeing is loud.
Especially lawyer reading.
Okay, it's not like I can really not accept this, so I guess I just...
Well, you could just not go to university.
Well, it's a little
I
bit
think his
late for
mother
that.
would strangle him.
Yeah, my dad would probably be like, okay, and then my mom would be like... like that, you know?
Just call you a scrub and tell you to get good.
The accounts receivable, what are you talking about?
Oh. This is going well. Totes. My goats.
Hello,
Hello.
Master Stu.
How are we doing?
Hello, and welcome back.
Oof.
Are we still having the game today despite the 2 absences?
Yeah, because there should still at least be 5 of you, and I don't predict that there will be combat unless you guys decide to, like, you know, kill,
It seems
shank
like-
someone in the street or whatever. Do something
It
funny.
seems like every time you predict there isn't gonna be combat, there is combat though.
No, but this time I mean it because this one will literally just be. I haven't got like a specific thing planned. This is basically a downtime session. So, guys, you have 19 grand in the bank. What do you want to do after you've paid all your expenses?
I want to be able to spend the remaining 5 credits.
I need to set up like who gets what in terms of payment. Like whether you want a salary or whether you just want to cut off jobs and stuff.
How we're organised and stuff like medically. You know, we've got to go through with hand what's going to be considered reasonable expenses. You know, it's like a medical supply is going to be covered, you know, dental.
What is our healthcare plan like? Well, to be fair, that is... I guess medical insurance is a thing in Star Wars. Go to one of the medical corps and just make out a plan with them, I guess.
Yeah, but would it be cheaper rather than having, presumably, you know, I don't know how widespread it is. Would it be cheaper just to pay on the day or have insurance? I mean, we're probably in a fairly high-risk line of work as mercenaries.
Yeah. I mean, 3 of you almost died
God.
for last time.
Yeah.
You know what actually raises my heart rate? Clicking on the, you know, bills that you already need to pay thing. Fucking for college. Oh god.
Enjoy not having money again.
What do you mean again? I've never had much money.
I remember clicking on that. I know the feel.
My meal plan alone is gonna be $2,100 about, so that's fun.
That's a few. If you considered cooking for yourself.
Have you considered we don't have kitchens really? And the meal plan is actually quite nice apparently. Most
sure it
students
is.
don't even... Most students just pay that and then, like, save money in the end because they don't have to pay for their own food.
I mean, in my
Like
first
at
year
the
uni-
orientation, most of them were like, yeah, we spend like $5 a week maybe. So
Fair enough. I'd say I spent at most 900 on food in my first year at uni.
and you could tell that some of it was aimed at different people because like the orientation videos were like, yeah, I guess I shouldn't spend all this money on games when I could be saving up for, and I'm like, gamer shows up.
I feel personally attacked.
I've just thought as well, if, well, it depends, because Grant's schedule's a bit iffy, we might even be able to start at 8 today and have an extra long session. Oh my god.
What is a 1098T? What is a 1098T?
999 66199 9119.
Oh, it's an IRS form, okay.
Free. Where's my... Oh yeah, I died. That's where my imp is.
What is a...
Well, I've got about half an hour streaming left. I'm going to try and explore a bit more of Hell. If people have any requests for specific things to go and investigate, let me know. I think all the purple chests have been opened though already, so can't do much with those, I'm afraid. Also, some of these rooms are just filled with lava for no apparent reason. I'm going to blame Boss a lot.
I don't even have that many classes, but I also have 17 credit hours for this semester, so that's kind of nice.
It's quite a few.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that means you're some kind of big brain intellectual already.
I don't know. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes, but a couple of them are probably not going to be. Like one of them is like this required thing that's only for like 45 minutes on Tuesdays. Another one of them is leadership studies, which is another dumb required sort of thing. And then the other ones are actually classes, but besides that.
So what kind of stuff are you looking at then so far?
For my first semester, I'm doing Introduction to Communication Studies, Principles of Microeconomics, Orientation for Open Option and Pre-Professional Students, which is the thing that's only on Tuesdays. Leadership Campus Leadership Development, I guess? I don't know.
This all sounds very exciting, no less.
Introduction to International... You fucking asked. Introduction to International Politics and Russian... or Elementary Russian 1.
Yeah.
And it's not really meant to be exciting, it's fucking school. I mean...
Yeah, it might sound like, you know, something you might want to, you know, do.
What do you mean?
I mean, I went to university to do something I was interested in.
I'm trying to figure out what I am interested in.
That may have been something to do before.
Hi! I don't know what I'm doing.
Evidently.
They don't... High school isn't good at teaching you what's fun. They're good at making you pass tests to get into college. That's literally all that high school is now. It's just talking about college non-stop.
I know, I remember.
I hate it so much.
But it's fine though, because now you're going to college and you're gonna...
Skog, stop making my heart rate faster. It's annoying. It's already...
But it'll be fine, Alice, because all you'll need to do is spend several years and many thousands of dollars doing something.
Skog, you're making me upset.
I mean, we tried this several months ago when you said you were going to college and like, oh cool, what are you going to do? And you were like,
Yeah. And I'm still like, but I'm professionally like, now because I've got an undecided major.
It just sounds like someone inconvenient in a military setting.
What?
An undecided major.
Huh. That's funny.
It's funny, man. Well, I'm mining hellstone the easy way by just standing on top of the lava.
Stu, do you want me to stream the game by the way? Alright, he just muted, so never mind.
I mean, one of us can. Probably better than you do, to be honest, at the moment, what with my, you know... Yeah, and my propensity for, like, falling asleep very suddenly recently. Yeah, I was awake just long enough after closing out of Verdun last night to notice that my internet had gone off before I fell asleep.
Oof.
I was like, I was gonna send a DM, never mind. Well, as the 4 people still watching, I hope you're enjoying yourselves. If not, then you don't have to stay. I won't be offended. I knew I was not going to be doing anything fun today, so I'm not streaming Minecraft. And that's, you know, debatable as well on the fun account.
Oh yeah, I've discovered something bad today, completely unrelated. The fridge may be on the way out,
Oh dear.
as it doesn't feel cool anymore.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
We have tried such a thing. What we have also done is alter the temperature because we think maybe it glitched out and didn't know what it was doing like a few days ago.
Have you got a fancy modern one, or have you got one that's got like a dial for the temperature gauge?
It's got a button that says digital one.
Ooh, fancy.
I've got a fridge that I bought for my dorm room.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small boy.
Nollis is making the big plan. Epic education
He's got
times.
more plans on what he's going to do with his dorm than with his, like, education.
Skog, shut the fuck up.
It's funny because it's true.
Skog, you're stressing me out.
So I'm assuming you're going to learn Russian so you can become one of those legit hackers, right?
Pretty much. I just thought it was interesting, alright? Fuck. Damn,
You can't
shit.
complain. Just, you know, have
Shit.
you considered a career in, like,
And there's-
carpentry or something?
And, god damn it. What, have you considered, like, leaving me alone?
It's still a PG stream. Just.
I've been slowly abandoning that. So I'm not playing Minecraft. I spent like half an hour tidying up chests. This stream is a mess, don't worry.
So nothing deviating from the norm then?
Oof, got him. Yeah, we should be ready to bring on the wall later. I'd stream it, but it'd probably take longer to set up the stream than to kill the wall.
Are you gonna kill the wall of flesh without anyone else in the multiplayer server?
We're gonna do it with people later when they're online.
Oh.
I'm just doing all the prep work.
Okay.
So he's having my magic carpet.
Oh, god damn it. Dude, you get Skog, you've actually just you're making me have a panic attack now.
I mean,
God damn it.
I mean, better now than when you're at, you know, college.
Yeah,
Going,
no, it's gonna happen plenty of time there. And Skog, again, I'm literally well aware that I'm going. Okay, that's the whole point of what I'm doing, because I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Okay.
the American education system sounds about as good as the UK one, to be honest.
Yes, blame the education system, not me. That's good. That's what we're wanting.
I mean,
That's
if it's
what
they go to
I
college,
want.
but not, you know, what you're gonna do at college, that seems a
Listen,
little short-sighted.
what do you think? What do you think everyone else is doing, Skog?
Oh.
The same thing. Okay. Except most people have something that they think they're passionate about to guide them. I just don't. Okay? And I gotta deal with that. Okay?
Have you considered
Alright?
becoming a games journalist?
I'm gonna
You don't even need to play video games. You just need to have
Skog,
certain good skills.
I'm gonna eat. If you don't stop right now, I'm gonna eat your ass. I swear to God.
That sounds unappealing.
I swear to God.
I'm not a, you know, games marketer.
See, I can make that joke now because I'm 18. Libtards. Ash told me to ignore you in DMs.
I'm not DMing you. I'm just telling you.
You're annoying.
That's
You
the
know that?
plan.
I hope that you accidentally kill a demon who's holding a voodoo doll while he's above the lava.
It's cool. I'll just die. Taps head.
That's why I hope you do it. I want you to die.
I desire your death.
I mean,
You
could
drinking
consider-
Are you drunk DMing today, or are you just DMing?
I don't know. I've got plenty of alcohol, but I think last week I was better not drinking by the looks of it, looking back at it. I might drink a little bit, but I won't go loud, so. Then again, you guys are probably going to do dumb stuff because it's a free roam session, so.
That's the plan.
I like sessions like that sometimes because, you know, I kind of regret not doing one of those kinds of sessions back on the 40k game. You know, when you were on the Iron Warriors world playing, you could go ham with it, but at the same time, you were there to prepare your shit, so it's like. Also, the status of that world is in question now. Everyone's ever
You were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
To be fair, they were going to wake up regardless whether we're down there or not, I think.
Still, it's not, you know, advisable to poke the bear.
BRB.
Understandable. And down we go again. And I think with that chat, I'm going to say, have a nice day. See you later on Master Stew's stream.
Later, taters.
Arrivederci.